Hey, what's going on? So I just got done with a little body tune-up session, and I don't know if anyone else feels this way. Please speak up. I used to, and still do, sometimes get really nervous and anxious about walking in the gym, especially if there's going to be a bunch of other people there. Just like a weird feeling in my stomach that sometimes what's going on, everybody? Sometimes I just push past it. Sometimes it sucks, and sometimes, I want to like feed it with food. You ever have a weird feeling in your stomach and just try and bury it with food, which is like can be good or can be bad going into the gym? Nobody? Cool. Great. So, got this box here, little delivery. Paper. Recycled paper that I'll use for selling shark teeth. Yeah, it does feel like you're on stage. Because like everyone's secretly like watching everybody, and it's like super weird. That's why I prefer to go to the gym in our community center. What up, Dan? Where there's usually nobody. Space packaging. Made of bamboo and hemp. Two of them. So, let's talk about something, because my brother was making fun of me. Yeah, that's right, Matt, I'm calling you out. He's making fun of me. He said, dude, like, you're not relatable. You eat powders. That's not even real food. Look at that. And it's like, okay, so what is real food? Like, just because it has the word real or food or natural, or it has an ingredient like apple or nut or egg, honey, oats. Oh yeah, those are all foods. Cool. And then they start talking about like whole foods. Let's just preface this with, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy who figured some stuff out because he read it online, and I'm just spurting it back at everybody to see how everyone's feeling on it. So you go, Mike, I'm way more educated on this subject. Let me tell you something. Or Mike, tell me more, because I'm on board with that. Because I don't want everyone to be kept in the dark. So yeah, a whole food, ideally you're eating an egg or a strawberry or something, you know what I mean? But sometimes we don't get that option, especially when we are on the move, you know what I mean? Because it's sometimes hard to bring foods like vegetables on the go. So then we start going to these bars or these powders so that we can eat them on the move when we can't have food cooked or kept stored, frozen, whatever. And then everything's just out the window. Oh yeah, this is real food. I bought it. It's a bar. It's a whatever bar, and it has real ingredients. But no one's talking about the quality of those ingredients, how they were made, how they took all those ingredients and put them together. If there's anything else in there with the ingredients, nothing like that. I mean, what keeps a food real? You know what I mean? And I don't entirely know. What I do know is this stuff is made with stuff like oats. It is made with stuff like spirulina, carrot juice powder, wheatgrass juice powder, alfalfa leaf juice powder, buckwheat, quinoa, chia seed, rice bran extract. And why they say this stuff is real food is because when it's dehydrated into this powder, they do it at room temperature. Not cooking it through, so that keeps it raw, that keeps it living, real enzymes in there. so we can actually like enjoy the nutrients of that food rather than cooking it out. This can fill me up. You know, it depends on the type of the day. If it's the first thing I'm cracking into in the morning, or if it's all I have access to. A lot of times I also hit those super aminos I'm always talking about, because those are just protein, you know, like the same thing. Oh, this is food. Oh, this has protein, this beef jerky. It's like, yeah, maybe that day, but it's like, am I gonna just down beef jerky every single day of my life and call that food? Where's the line? So yeah, sometimes putting those things together is all I need. Sometimes I bring these with fruit. Boom. There we go. You know, maybe the fruit wasn't enough for me. Maybe this wasn't enough for me. Put them together. Like, those are some mobile things. For me, myself, I need to have food extremely mobile. And the reason I have to be so mobile is because I'm usually outside. So if I just had everything in an individual wrapper and I had to toss that wrapper every single time, that adds up. If I had to have beef jerky every single day, that adds up. I understand my situation may be a little bit different, but it's like, if I'm doing all this stuff consistently, what's going to be the best way consistently? What can I do sustainably over a long period of time? And I'm not talking about sustainable packaging and this and that. I'm saying, like, seriously, what can I do? Can I fast every day? I'm going outside for long periods of time? No, tried that, didn't work long term, lasted maybe a month or two. Can I wake up early, make extra food, put it in a little container, and then eat that? Maybe. Is that going to be sustainable over the long term? Can I have some crap that I get on the way there? Maybe. Probably not. Is that going to be sustainable over the long term? Maybe I could do it every day, but is it going to be good for my body? Is it eventually just going to wear me out? I mean, what about 20, 30 years from now? Am I just going to be a wreck? Because I go, yeah, when I was 20 something, I just like threw everything out the window just because I could do whatever. You know what I mean? So I was missing this stuff. What up, Samdar? I was missing this stuff this weekend. And I did not have an immediate backup plan, so I felt a little out of place, and it was a bummer, man. I didn't even have time to have any fruit, and I failed my students in that way. What up, Scuba Dive? I failed my students because I did not have any extra fruit for them. I didn't even have fruit for myself, and I didn't have any of this, and I didn't have a backup plan, so I did fast, and it was okay for the day, but long term, not so much. So that's what I'm talking about. Yes, I eat real food, and I'm about to eat real food. You know, lemons, steak, vegetables. I can't bring this stuff with me on the go. What's your backup plan? What's your backup plan? What's your mobile plan? I mean, are you just gonna say, like, throw the situation overboard and just like become a slave to the situation? Oh, I'm out here, I'm starving. What's the first thing I can grab? Hot dog from the gas station. Sure, I was thinking that a hot dog on Saturday. I almost got one. It sounds amazing, super tasty. But it's like, there's nothing wrong with getting that hot dog. I'm just asking, are you getting it because you want to, or are you getting it because you need to? You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to know how you can support me while supporting yourself, if you want to know how to support the planet by reducing your plastic intake, and if you want to know how to feel better, give me a shout. No. Leave a comment on this video, a declaration. I am the power. I am the lightning. I am ready. I am hungry. Or DM me that. What are you talking about, Dan? What is this 60-day notice? Prop 65. What does this mean? Explain it to me, Dan. That's all I got, folks. I'm gonna start some lunch. Y'all can join me. Lead in Purium products. Good question. What's the date on that, Dan? Maybe I'm not up to date on my news. What's going on, Catherine? And yeah, Pam, I have done some 24-hour, 48-hour, 72-hour fasts, just water. And then I did the 10-day Purium fast, just power shake and aminos for 10 days. Felt amazing. Just gotta cut out this little expiration sticker so I can toss this bag in my compost. So what else is in the works? Dan, I'm still waiting on your answer. I would not avoid the question, although I am uneducated on the subject. But I think we could have a beautiful discussion. Because yes, we do have supplements. Zinc, cherry juice for sleep, Biomedic to get glyphosate out of the body. Beet juice for pre-workout. I call those food. Nice, thank you, Dan. I call those food because I can actually use them to get by. Not just them. When there is no food, what are the alternatives? Straight collagen? No, we don't have straight collagen, but we have things that working in symbiotic relationship to each other will do the same exact thing. Strengthen the bones. I gotta work on my hand steadiness. Same here, Catherine. I did the weekend without it, and I was at a loss. Check this out. This isn't Power Shake. It's MVP Sport. But it actually is Power Shake. All right, what else is on the docket for this week? We will, what up, Harrison? Charter tomorrow, meeting the boat mechanic in the afternoon. Coquina Beach Market will be back there with Shock Teeth and Premium Health Products. Back on the charter Thursday, picking up Grayson from the airport Friday. I'll be down here for the weekend. Grayson is my good old buddy from college. One of those guys that stayed fit so that he can keep having fun. These are our boxes. I reuse those. All right, lunch. Let's see what we're thinking. This is our journey. think I'll have one of these right now, actually. I'll show y'all just how easy we got it. Currently out of water. It's a bad last resort. I see some people, when I give this to them, they put it in a shaker bottle. And they just go nutso with it. And it's like, dude, just a little bit of stir. Like, I don't know a lot of powdered products, but what's going on, Zen? I don't know a lot of powdered products, but I don't know a lot of them that can just be stirred up that easily. So I was saying earlier about food. It's like, how did it get into being an ingredient? Was it just like cooked up super hard? Or like, what was the process like? Did it come from a good spot? Did it come from a chemically sprayed crop field, brought in, cooked to maximum heat, all the nutrients just zapped out of it? So we're basically just eating the word broccoli or the word dates or whatever it is. You know what I mean? If you don't know what I mean, I'm talking about, I'm eating the idea of food. It is food. It'll make me full. But that shouldn't be the goal of food. The goal of food should be to get nutrients. Because crazy enough, I don't know totally how the body works. It's amazing. I mean, look at my hands and my arms. But the body requires fuel like a car does. Now, if I just put something in my gas tank, didn't know what it was, but it was liquid, it wouldn't work. It has to be gas or diesel, gasoline. Now, the human body, oddly enough, kind of works the same. Except the fact that if I just put whatever in my body, it may make me feel full, and it may feel like I ate food, but in terms of actually how the body can work and what it can do, it's not really functioning. It's not fuel. So we need nutrients. There's things in food, different nutrients, vitamins, minerals, macronutrients, micronutrients, all this stuff. I'm not a doctor. I'm not explaining it to you right now. But ask me if you need help. That we need. But sometimes not food has that stuff. Sometimes food is lacking nutrients and it's actually filled with chemicals, pesticides, and things that's harming us. So we're trying to feel full, but we're really harming our body while we're trying to fuel it up. So say you believe, kind of like I do, that quality is better than quantity. Instead of buying a bunch of vegetables and eating them all, what if I just bought a few organic vegetables where I knew the nutrient quality was preserved? And then I added in something like this, where I know I'm also getting those micronutrients that I need in a high quality format. How do I know it's high quality format? Tell me if this tells you anything. USDA organic, non-GMO. Maybe you're into that. Maybe you're not. I don't care if you are. Well, tell me if you are, but I'm trying to, I'm not forcing you to be. So what if I'm eating all this food, these bars, these hot dogs, nuts? I'm not really getting any nutrients, but I'm feeling full. Why not just get the nutrients? Other things on the docket. Put this new harness on this BCD. Dry out the wetsuits. Organize some gear. Swap out the harness on this thing. Which I'm very excited for. So maybe not everybody knows this. And I don't know if you've been timing me, but you actually want to drink this Power Shake within about 7 minutes. Am I feeling the chlorophyll surging through my hemoglobin? Yes. Absolutely I am. You ever eat something that just kind of... You ever want to eat something? Because I have. I wanted to eat something so bad, and then I eat it, and I'm like, and my stomach feels like it's, and then my energy is like, and then I feel naughty. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. Now, if I wasn't talking to all you guys, or gals, I'd be listening to music. And I'd be busting some crazy moves. So we want to drink that Power Shake within about 7 minutes to make sure all the enzymes are still alive when we have them. Also, chew the drink to activate the digestion process. It starts in the mouth, ends in the stomach, I think. Maybe in the colon, liver. I don't know. Not a doctor. Look it up. You know what's crazy? Thank you, Renee. Look at all that waste. It's not even waste, it's just a used cup. That and this. That's all we have for trash. And I feel amazing. Woo! Alright, I have some steak. The pre-digested amino acids. Again, not a doctor. Also, not in stock currently. I don't have it, but that's the beauty of it. I'm not the inventory. The inventory's in California. I'm just the distributor. I say, go get it over there. Well, so, Zen. Everyone's food choices are not up to me. They're up to the individual. They want to eat steak or chicken or fish or whatever vegans eat. I love vegans. Say we have this option, like steak. I go, oh, there's nothing better than a steak. Everybody loves steak, blah, blah, blah. Well, one, there's a problem because I can't take that steak on the go. I mean, I can, assuming it doesn't get too warm and then get bacteria in there, however all that works. Great. So I take the steak with me. And carnivores may have a problem with this, but I take this steak, I eat it, I digest it, I take out of the steak what I need, whatever vitamins, minerals, essential amino acids that I need. That's the protein part everyone's talking about, macronutrients. I digest that, and then I take the essential amino acids and I use the protein to do whatever I need to do. Great, right? Beautiful. Assuming that I can bring that steak with me. I can get a good steak that isn't factory farmed and just like loaded up with these whatever they're feeding those cows, this junk or this stress and all that stuff. So all that's put into the steak. It's not just a steak. It's like, where did it come from? What's in it? How did it get made? How did it get to where I am? And then I take the steak. I have to put it in my body and I have to digest it. What does that look like? If you're a total carnivore, I know my one brother, Matt Crosso, he can eat steak for breakfast. He can go out on a 5-mile run, kick ass, and just look absolutely shredded. Very good for him. He is one of my heroes. He's an Adonis. But for everybody, and this is the case with me, on my way to rugby games, my senior year of college, I would be eating chicken because I wanted the protein for the game. I'd be eating chicken. Well, then I had to digest that chicken, and I felt really sluggish, and I had to get in the zone, and I was just kind of like a little bit lazy. Well, these essential amino acids, which are just the ingredients, they're made from pre-digested vegan amino acids. Those came from legumes, blah, blah, blah. They're pre-digested, so my body doesn't have to do the work of digesting them. Also, because that's all that they are is essential amino acids, I don't have to take something and turn it into, pull the amino acids out. I'm just getting the amino acids straight into my bloodstream and my body within 23 minutes. That's why I call them 23 minutes. 23 minutes on average. So that I'm just straight pouring gas, high-speed fuel down my throat, and I'm good to go. And because they're pre-digested, I don't feel sluggish or anything like that. So, a lot more preferred than the homemade buffalo chicken that I was eating right before exercising. And it's just portable and shareable. And I know the quality's there. Because I trust the company that they're coming from. So that's how's done. Alright. This is the case with anything, man. You know what I mean? Look at these zucchinis that we got at the local grocery store. They came in whatever this is, and whatever this is, and they look okay. And I got this one. I believe it to be organic. This. Why does lettuce come in this thing? I got it from an organic place that put it in that. This is the only way to get greens without plastic. But again, do I know the quality of it? What does that mean, organic broccoli? Is anyone else questioning this stuff, dude? I don't have the time, the energy, or the money to just be shoveling food down my face. Yeah, there is a time where I just want to be entertained by food. I want to gather around with friends about food. I could drown my sorrows in food. I could drown my happiness in food. But
That's not all there is. Sometimes I just need fuel and I need to keep going.